Alright, what's up guys, welcome to a new video. Today is January 19 and it's already 2026, but I was reading some of my notes and I found this 2025 recap that I wanted to make at the end of the year from the last year, but I didn't make it because I was busy, because I didn't have enough time to make all this video and show everything that I did, because I did a lot of things. It was a really cool year actually, maybe not one of the best about talking about money, but one of the best about the opportunities that I have to work with cool people and meet cool people. So yeah, I wanted to make some mention about a lot of projects. I wanted to show you a little bit of what I did, and yeah, we have a lot of things that I made the last year, but one of the things that I want to mention is that I wanted to make more personal artwork, because the year before last year, 2024, I was only kind of making a lot of client stuff and client projects, and something I really enjoy and I like it's to make personal artwork, because you know, everything is on my art direction, and yeah, I can do whatever I want and gonna post it because I like it, not because it is good for the client, you know. But yeah, one of the things that I made at the beginning of the last year, 2025, was something really cool, a really cool project, and I think that was a really good start because I never thought about a project like this, and they gave me the opportunity and I said yes. So the first thing that I made the last year was animation for this clothing brand named Revenge from XXXTentacion, and it was really cool because they basically helped me to get the right direction and the right final project I wanted to represent. And for this project and this animation, all the style around, and yeah, it was really cool, and for me it was a big opportunity to work with these people. And then I also worked with Revenge and Bad Vibe Forever for catalog design for one of their clothing drop release. And then I worked again with them for the catalog design number 2 that I have already told you about this, and you probably know. Then, as I say, I worked a lot of personal projects, and not only me, I also made some collaborations with some of my friends. And one of my friends, Fabi, it's he makes a lot of things, but he likes to take photos of this kind of sports style things, and I wanted to make a poster with one of his photography. So I didn't make just one, I made a lot of things. There are some things that hasn't been released yet, but there are some that I did, and this one was one of my favorite posters. I think it was a really cool collaboration. Then I went to another client project, and it was very good. As I say, I had some really big opportunities to work with all these artists, and I really liked the projects that they are doing, and it was a really big pleasure to work with them. The next thing is all this type of single cover arts that I made for Strobes, and yeah, it was about 4 or 5, and yeah, it was really cool. I really like the direction that we went with this, and yeah, I think a lot of you like it, because in my Instagram page a lot of people told me and comment that they really like that type of style artwork. And yeah, I did too. I also made a lot of personal artwork. I started to listen more music. I started to experiment with a lot of things. I made this MacG artwork, Andy Warhol artwork. I made this collaboration with my friend. I made this poster for Jim Dawson named Three Head. I made this Lana Del Rey poster. I made this Lahane poster. I made this other Babyface by John Ling. And here I made like a little stop because there was a lot of work that I did. And here was another big work and client work that I made in this year, and it was about making a cover magazine for Le Magazine by L'Equipe, and this is a French company. If you're from France, you probably know it already, or maybe there's other countries, because this is really big, and it was a really big opportunity for me, and it was really cool to work with them because it was really easy. They gave me total art direction with this, and it was really cool to make some concepts and also make something really cool because it was about this movie Fight Club. Yeah, it was really cool. And then this was like one of my first physical artworks, print like a lot, and as you can see, that was print on physical magazines, and that was really cool. Then here I started to work more on personal projects, but instead of making it like analog mixed media, I started to make it again only using my Photoshop and digital mixed media. Here's what happened here was two things. One, I wanted to make this type of digital mixed media just because it looks a bit different than what I used to do. And this is the way that I used to make it on the beginning of my career, like about 5 years ago. And also I wanted to give it more focus to my assets. So I made this shop called 77. There you can find any of my assets that I use. And yeah, I also made a YouTube channel where I show you how I use these assets to make my work looks the way that I make it to look. And yeah, that was cool. I made some Post Malone. I make a lot of Frying Ocean posters. And the next thing that I made the last year, some VFX for this artist named Abrila. She's an Argentinian artist, and I made this type of VFX on the beginning of one of her songs, and it was really fun to me because some of the things that I like to work is some different fields that I used to work, because if you see like on my Instagram feed, it's a lot of mixed media videos or artworks, and this was a very different thing. I also made a few single artworks from James Levy, and he is really good. He has really good music. Yeah, it was really cool to work with him because when I find a client who helped me to find an aesthetic or final result to the projects, and he helped me a lot, it's really cool because everything is a lot easier. So I made a few covers for his album named Whitley, and I made another single artwork. If you don't know him, you should definitely check out his music. He's really good. And then I worked with a current client, and I made two artworks for two of his songs, and one was this
Leben schlimmer
and the other one was
Zünd mich
and
an.
as you can see, both of these artworks are made by Analog Mixed Media, and these are two really different things, but we experiment a lot. And mainly with the first artwork, we experiment a lot of things and a lot of concepts. Then I also worked with Triga for his project Riot Club EP, and I made this single for Riot Club song, and also I made this tracklist for his EP. We are getting to the end of the year, and something really cool was to make this mixed media for Super 73. For this project, I have to thank to Marilyn Hill and Last Suspect because they basically reached me out to make this project. Also, I made a little interview on this page called Guide Human Interview. If you want to check out, I'm gonna leave it in the description too. And yeah, it was really fun because they asked me things that, you know, it's not like the usual kind of things sometimes. Yeah, it was really cool, and it was my first interview basically, so yeah, I really like that experience. And alright, at the end of the year, I made this mixed media for this client. I made a lot of posters as well because this was a project to know what he does, and so I made a poster and I also made some mixed media animation, and yeah, that was basically the end of the year, and I lost everything, like releasing my asset shop that I talked before, and yeah, that was all. At the end, I just made this personal poster. Yeah, I think that was all the 2025. Maybe for you, it just sounds like yeah, a lot of poster and a lot of things. But for me, it was, as I say at the beginning, it was a really good year about making good connection, meeting good people, and also making a really good project. So I hope to have the opportunity this year on 2026 to make even more bigger projects and meet more people, more cool clients, and you know, get into all this YouTube thing as well, because I want to make a lot of videos, and yeah, and I also experimenting a lot with a lot of things, also digital and analog projects. So yeah, I hope it's just getting better. I want to try to make more stuff like selling my posters, but I don't want it to make it just like an online page and just buy it. I want to make it like personal, but I still need to find some stuff about how to send them like international, and yeah, also I want to try to make some merch and yeah, just get into that world a little bit, and yeah, who knows, maybe it will work well. And also, of course, I don't want to make something like just like a word and that's all, you know. I want to make something cool that I can use and you can use and kind of represent my style. And yeah guys, I think this is the end for this video. I hope you like it. I'm gonna try to make more videos, and yeah, I hope you like it. Thank you so much for the support. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and also leave a comment and a like because that helps a lot. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.